In this project, we want to use shape to create a design that is unique and has something to do with us, so it makes our quilt square personal. We're not only taking inspiration from other past designs, but we're making it our own and finding a way to make it connect to us. So you can do that by the specific shapes that you use that we talked about earlier. I use this hourglass type shape that relates to being on time and really just time in my life. So that's something that I did, but you can use that medium or other element to add as well. So in the last video, we talked about different mediums you could use: paint, colored pencils, different types of paper, fabric, things along that line, and you can run other ideas by me as well. We're going to do a little bit of color pencil and some cut paper on this project. So let me show you what I could do with some color pencil. Using my color pencil, I can choose some areas to make darker, still using only two colors, which are my complementary, blue and orange, but using a darker shade of blue. Maybe I choose one triangle out of each of these hourglass shapes, and I choose to color it to add something different to my design. I'm going kind of quickly here. Remember to take your time when you are doing this yourself, just for the sake of the demo. There we go, and maybe this one here. Awesome. So see how that already started to change my design? Next, let's talk about how we can add different paper. So maybe I want to go in, I have some blue and some orange here. I think I'm gonna use this one and add it to my, I could add it to my squares. I think I'm gonna add it to these triangles. So remember, using that math that we had before, every one of our squares, at least on mine, this is 3 inches. So if I cut a 3 by 6 inch rectangle onto this paper, I can use that as a guide to then cut my triangle. Let me show you how that works. Here is my rectangle, and now I know that my middle of my triangle hits in the middle of my rectangle. So what I could do is mark where that would be and then draw a line to that corner. If you have a ruler, this really helps, but I don't have one on me at the moment. And the point to the corner. There we go. I know it's really tricky to see, but that should make sense once I cut it. Great. Now we've got that to add to our design. Before I even glue this, another fancy thing to do is I'm gonna use this again so that I can have a template and I don't even have to go through all that math twice. Ta-da! 1 and 2. So what if you're at home and you end up not having enough of the paper that you're using? I like to come in with another pattern paper and use it to finish up that design. Let me show you how that works. I'm gonna use this again as my template. You could trace it or go right ahead and cut alongside of it. And let's do that one more time. Now we've got alternating orange patterns. Beautiful. So at this point, it is up to you of how you want to finish up your design. Maybe you come back in with more color pencils, maybe you add more pattern paper. You are the artist. I'm going to add a few things and show you how mine ends up. And here we are. I loved being able to use colored pencils and cut paper on my design, but remember when we're looking at the guidelines that we just want to use cut paper and at least one other thing. So it is up to you how you enhance your personal quilt square, as long as there's something personal about you in there. Either the shape, the way that you design it, the cut paper that you choose. What makes this square about you? Remember, if you're at home, that you can send me an email if you get stuck, if you run out of a material. We're going to be super understanding with this first project. It's really about exploring and working on what we can do with what we have. So I cannot wait to see what you make and have a great time creating. Bye, everyone.